Hello, kids. How are you all? Very warm welcome to today's amazing session where we are going to deal with a wonderful story named In the Kingdom of Fools. And this story is from your NCERT Class 9 Moments. So, moving ahead with the story, before we begin with today's session, again a slight reminder, if you haven't yet registered or haven't yet subscribed to Vedantu Pro Subscription, then please go ahead and you have this amazing opportunity to actually become a member of our Vedantu family with the help of this Vedantu Pro Subscription. The link is available in the description box. So please visit that link and use the teacher code SWRPRO so that you can avail the discount, and the discount price is 2699. Now follow these simple steps. Step 1, select grade. Step 2, select target. Step 3, get subscription. And step 4, choose your plan. So when you choose your plan, please enter the coupon code SWRPRO, right? And you will have this subscription of Pro Subscription, Vedantu Pro Subscription, and you will have the following features: live classes by India's best master teachers, personalized attention in the class, full recordings of all classes along with notes, assignment, tests, and more. And also you have complete curriculum, which is in sync with your school curriculum, all chapter-wise micro courses, complete crash course, and test series assignments, learning material, and the best part is you will also get regular performance reports. So these are the attractive features, and I would really love to see you all become the members of our Vedantu family. Beginning with the amazing lesson In the Kingdom of Fools by A.K Ramanujan, who is an Indian poet and scholar of Indian literature who wrote both in English as well as in his regional language Kannada. Now, Ramanujan was a poet, scholar, professor, philologist, folklorist, and translator, as well as a playwright. So before beginning with this amazing session, which is divided into two sessions, that is first session, which is this session, wherein I'll be analyzing the story and also some of the important questions which we are going to discuss. And the second session will be your doubt clearing as well as mentee, right? So before beginning with the story, I will simply ask you a very simple question. My question is, and I want you to answer this right away in the chat box. What do you think is the role of a guru or a mentor in your life? Please do answer this. How important is a guru or a mentor in your life? Please do answer this in the chat box right away. As soon as the session is completed, I am going to see that. So let us begin with this amazing story and a great entertainment, that is A Kingdom of Fools. Now, in this story, what happens is Kingdom of Fools, the very title, you can understand that the story is going to be humorous, right? But at the same time, it also conveys a very powerful message and very thought-provoking message, and that we have to look at, right, while we see the story, right? So, Kingdom of Fools, as you can understand that there are fools in the kingdom, and of course the king will also be a fool because he is managing the whole kingdom. So both the king and his ministers were fools, were idiots. What they did is they changed night into day and day into night, right? So one day what happened, a guru and his disciple was passing through the city. So they arrived in the city. They were amazed to see that no one was there. They were there actually in the daylight, right, during the daytime, and they were amazed to see that there was no one present during the daytime, because according to them, they were what were they doing? They were working at night and they were sleeping at day, because they had completely changed the natural phenomenon, right? So they roamed around the entire evening still, and then suddenly the town woke up as it began, when the sun started to set. the town woke up. Just the opposite, right? We wake up when the sun rises and they woke up when the sun started to set. Now these men were hungry. So what did they do? They went to buy the groceries. To their astonishment, what did they find? They found that all the items costed a single penny and all the items had, the same price. So this made the guru and the disciple quite delighted. So my question now to you is, what were the two strange things that the guru and his disciples found in the kingdom of fools? Please answer this. And then we come to the next part. What happened? The guru, being a guru and being full of wisdom, knowledge, he understood. He had a great foresight and he understood, and he said that this is not a correct place. Let's go from here. But the disciple, he was a normal person, so he did not have that maturity, that understanding, that farsightedness as his guru had, and that wisdom also. So he said that he was very happy because he saw that, oh, in this kingdom, I can see that all the items are very cheap. So I can enjoy myself here. So why should I go? So he refused to go away. But the guru said that if you don't want to go, okay, but remember, they are all fools and all this won't last very long. You can't say what they will do next because they are all fools. If they can change the natural occurrence, they can do anything. So it is not a safe place to live. But the disciple refused. Question for you, why does the disciple decide to stay in the kingdom of fools? And do you think it's a good idea? What would you have done if you were in his place? That is the question which I am adding. So please mention, please answer that as well. What would you have done if you were in the place of the disciple? The disciple did not did not listen to the guru. He refused to go away. The guru leaves the city without the disciple. The disciple stayed there and he became very fat. He used to eat so many stuffs because the food items were very cheap, right? And he became as fat as a street bull. One day, what happened? A thief, he broke into a rich merchant's house. Now, while he made a hole inside inside the wall, and he entered through that hole, and the wall was weak. So what happened? The wall fell down on him, and the man, the burglar, actually, he died on spot because the wall fell on him. Now his brother immediately ran to the king and complained that his brother was pursuing an ancient trade. Remember, an ancient trade here is referring to the burglary. Okay, so this is again adding up to the humor. As I told you that this story is very amusing and it is also a humorous read and entertaining read. Okay, so pursuing our ancient trade, which ancient trade? He's talking about burglary, right? And the wall fell on his brother and he died. And he asks the king for justice. So just think about it. Think about the situation. The brother of a thief is asking for a justice. Why? Because his brother had died while committing a theft. Isn't that funny? Okay. Now the king, he was also not least bothered about the act of theft and burglary. What did he do? Because he is a fool, right? So the king summoned the owner of the vault. So instead of actually telling him that no, it's the brother's fault because he was doing the crime, what did he do? He started questioning the owner of the house. Now the merchant told the king that it is the bricklayer who is guilty because he made the wall very weak. Now the king's guards, they all brought the bricklayer. The bricklayer said, no sir, no, I am not guilty. Right. So he told the king that he is not guilty. And why did he make this brick weak? Because while he was working, he was distracted. His mind was not on the work that he was doing. Why was he distracted? Because a lady was constantly roaming around here and there. Okay. and she was a dancing lady, and she was going up and down and jingling it was the ankles which were anklets that was making noise, the jingling sound, and that was quite distracting for the bricklayer, and so that is why he was not actually uh, having that level of concentration in order to do the work, and therefore the wall became very weak. Now the old dancing woman was then summoned, and what did she say? That, oh, it is not my fault. What made me go up and down? It was actually the goldsmith who was at the root of this crime, because I told him to, to get me to actually build I think a chain or something like that, an ornament of gold, but he was taking quite a long time. He did not deliver the product on time. So that is why I had to move here and there, up and down. Then it was the time for the goldsmith now. What did he say? He again narrated his version of the story, saying that it is because of the rich merchant that I was occupied. You know how rich people are. They don't listen to us. They always pressurize us to give their, deliver their product early. Okay. So that is why I was late in delivering the lady's product. So again, the whole crime came back to, the whole situation got its full circle, right? Received its full circle. And again, the entire the root cause became the merchant, from where the problem initiated, right? So it was full circle. So justice came its full circle. The goldsmith named the merchant. So he was the original owner of the house, right? Now the question for you. Name all the people who are tried in the king's court and give the reasons for their trial. The king ordered to make a new stake to kill the criminal. Now it was finally the merchant who was to be executed. And the king ordered that there should be a new stake which would, help to execute the criminal. Now, in the minute before his execution, it occurred to the minister that the rich merchant was somehow very thin, and this new weapon that he has created is not suitable enough to kill this man. Question time. Who was the real culprit according to the king? Why does he escape punishment? Now what happened? Since he was too thin and he was not the suitable person to be executed with the new stack that he had made, now the king started to search for a person who is suitable to be executed. Now, so he started looking for a fat man. So you remember who was fat, who grew very fat by eating constantly? Yes, it was none other than the disciple. And the servant's eyes fell on this fat man who had fattened himself with bananas and ghee and other foodstuffs that he got so cheap, right? So if you get free food, please don't have it, okay? That can have disastrous consequences. Okay, so the disciple pleaded to the king that he was innocent, but they were not listening. Obviously, he said that, oh, what did I do? I'm totally innocent, so you are just executing me because I suit this stack. That is, what is this? This is not justice. Okay, so the disciple prayed to his guru now. So he remembered the words of guru, who said that please don't stay here. They can do anything if they have the capability to change the, natural occurrence, natural phenomena, then they can do anything. So it is not safe. So now he remembers those words. So what are the guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? Question for you. Now the guru heard the disciple's prayer and came to his help. Okay. First of all, he scolded him for not listening. Then he went to the guru and he said that he should kill him first and then second. Now the king got confused. Why is a person asking for like asking, to get killed himself. Why is he doing that? There must be some strong reason behind this, right? So the guru, he, thought of actually, um, what to say? He thought of, you know, uh, thought to deal with this king. He thought of trapping him in his own words. So what did he do? He said that if I am going to be killed, the person who is going to be killed first, he is going to be the next king in his next life. I mean, he is going to be the king in his next life. So I am tired of my life, of my monk life, and I don't want. First of all, you decide that who is, greater. I am greater, the guru is greater, or the disciple. Obviously, the guru is greater. So he deserves to be the king, right? So it is me who deserves a chance to become the king in my next life. Now the king went into deep thought. He didn't want to lose his kingdom. And he had a discussion with the minister and he postponed the execution. Then he went to the executioner and told him that he will send the prisoners today itself. And you need to kill the first prisoner first and the second prisoner second. Then, when the bodies were taken down to throw away, people were shocked. Why were they shocked? Because they saw the bodies of the king and the ministers. So what did they do? They disguised themselves as the guru and the disciple. And the guru and the disciple was set free. So how does the guru manage to save his disciple's life? This is the question that I want all of you to answer in the comment section. The people of the city persuaded then the guru and the disciple to stay in the city and rule. So from this very observation, can we say that the people of the city were not fools because they understood about the wisdom of these two men. They realized the wisdom of the guru and also the disciple. Can we say that? Please give your views regarding that, give your inputs regarding that. After some hesitation, the guru actually took long time to accept the offer. The disciple immediately accepted. However, the guru was not accepting initially, but then after much hesitation, because he was an ascetic, right? So he is out of all these worldly pleasures. So that is why he was not accepting. But then finally he accepted. So now this is the end of the story. And I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and we have come to a very important question which is for you. And these are the points that I have made for you. But yes, I want you to come up with some more points and add some more to it. Okay. So this is a very important question. The guru was a wise man, and how does the story, the kingdom of fools, reflect it? So yes, basically you have to narrate the entire incident. First of all, he initially, whenever like the moment he entered the place and saw the happenings over there, he understood. He had the wisdom to understand that this place is not safe, and therefore he also advised his disciple to run away from this place. But the disciple thought that, okay, what is the problem here? I can enjoy. Everything is cheap here, right? So he did not have that wisdom, that farsightedness as the man, as the guru had, right? So when he was imprisoned, so what happened? He realized the significance of the guru's words. And then he repented that he did not follow the advice of the guru. Therefore, we can understand. And also the way in which guru saved the life of his disciple, that also proves his wisdom. And this story also gives a very powerful message to all of us. What is that message? That we should not take any decision in our life because of, because something we are getting something we are getting in free, or because of some kind of greed. We should not take a decision based on some kind of greed. Nothing is free. Everything for everything you have to pay a price. Remember that always. Maybe the price is not visible to you. Even if you go to shopping malls and see 50% sale, remember that actually what is that 50% sale? Okay, that is either they have that is the stocked in product, or they have just it had costed 5,000 and now they are making it, bringing down the cost. Okay, so they are actually increasing the cost and then bringing down the cost. And when you are actually bargaining also, don't think that you are a very good bargainer. Okay, because the shopkeeper already gives you that price. He already knows that you are going to bargain. Okay, so based on that he gives you the price, so that even when you bargain, he has his own profit. So nothing is free in this world. Everything comes with a price, and we should not take our decision in a hasty manner. We should be very, we should think very carefully. Our decisions in life should be very well thought. Okay. And another message is that when actually we talk to a person who is like the king over here, who is talking, we can understand that he has no logic in his words. There is no logic in his words. So what is your requirement? You cannot come into a heated argument with this man, because he will never understand. There is a saying in Hindi, bhains ke aage been bajana. Okay. So when you come into a heated argument with such kind of person, it is your loss. Always remember. So never enter into any argument with such a person whom you understand is a fool. You have to actually modify your argument so that it fits in his terms, like the guru did. He did not logically argue with the king, because he understood that the king is foolish enough. He will never understand the logical argument of guru. So therefore he trapped him in his own words. Similarly, never try to argue with someone based on your logic when you understand that anyways it's of no use. So you will lose out your energy. So that is a very practical message that the story is trying to convey. This is for all of us. So don't waste your energy by arguing. Okay, you can put down your viewpoints, but you need to put down your viewpoints by a person who is equal to you in terms of knowledge, in terms of wisdom. But you cannot convince a person with your logical arguments if the person standing in front of you is a fool like the king and the ministers, right? So that is a very practical message that the story wonderfully gives us. And this is the homework question for all of you. The disciple in the story didn't look into the depth of the matter and took a hasty decision of not leaving the kingdom of fools. What light does the story throw on the importance of good decision making in one's life? Please solve this answer. Please write this in the comment section. And when we will be having the second session, that is on Menti and doubt clearing, I'm going to read out the best answers from the comment box. And I'm also going to discuss the answer in points, right? So thank you all of you for watching the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. And yes, show your love, show your motivation. Kindly motivate us by subscribing to the channel, right? So that we can also come up with more innovative videos. We also get the motivation. If you don't subscribe, then we also lose out our motivation, right? So kindly subscribe, kindly hit the like button so that we are also motivated. It is free. Subscription does not, I know I told you that you should not do anything which is free of cost, but इसमें कोई price आपको pay नहीं करना है. So please kindly subscribe, because this is for your knowledge itself. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you all.